Well, welcome to another Intervision FM. And on today's show, we're going to talk about Chuck and Julie, which is a show I usually listen to during my time at work. And I'm okay. Sorry, my audience. During my audio recording, I'm being interrupted, but sorry about that. Okay. So, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, maybe that's because I'm a conservative talk show host, right? You can interrupt us. But anyway, getting back to the topic at hand. So Chuck and Julie came up from 1 to 4, and here in Denver, Colorado. And like I said, as I'm doing my work, I like to listen to their commentary and their bantering back and forth. And I know Chuck humor is on the what they call the dark side, but maybe I could call it the white side, right? Because people always want to associate darkness and blackness with something negative, and because I'm a black man, I don't really associate blackness with something bad. But anyway, let's go from there. Okay, so Chuck and Julie. Oh, by the way, if you just joined us, you listen to Intervision FM. This is Johnny J coming at you live here on what station is this? Oh, on Intervision FM radio. All right. So, and we want you to leave your comments and subscribe to our Spreaker and Spreaker and YouTube and Facebook. Give us a like, share it, and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to go way back. I'm going to go to something like fictional, and then I'm going to move ahead. Remember the TV show WKRP in Cincinnati? Remember the DJ, Dr. Johnny Fever? Now, you remember when he got hired, he was fired from another radio station for saying the word booger. Now, I don't know, the politics of Johnny Fever. I don't know if he was conservative or liberal or what he was politically. But you think that is just ridiculous, all right? Being fired for the fictitious word booger, right? And I guess, when you're speaking spontaneous and if you hit a nerve in the audience, they're gonna cancel you. Okay, and we are now in the counseling period of I don't know, broadcasting now, right? I guess we've always been there, here and there, but usually you got canceled for low ratings. Now it's turning more political. Maybe it was always political. Okay, so we got WKRP in there, right? Then the next one was I think it was 1998 at the Columbine shooting with Gleebles and his knuckleheaded partner shooting up Columbine. And I think Howard Stern was on the air in Colorado, and we could finally get some interesting radio. And it turned out that the Fox, Rick Lewis and Florax show couldn't compete with Howard Stern because people were switching over there. So they made up something. I mean, Howard Stern was talking about like, I wonder if these girls were hot, or why would these boys choose to kill beautiful young girls, But they're these guys were demented. So I mean, Howard said, you do a live show, you say a lot of stuff. Well, Lewis and Florax, because they couldn't compete, screwed around some words that they that Howard said, and KPK, I think it was KPKO peak. They call it the peak. Uh, they knocked it off the air, right? Right. So, wow, which microphone am I talking into? Wow, I thought it was this microphone here, but it's really the microphone on my computer. All right. So I got to change that. Anyway, so we lost, interesting radio, Howard Stern, and that happened. Now spin forward, KNUS last month. Who was it? What was his name? Silverman, uh, who was a liberal talk show host. He wasn't a what I want to say. He wasn't a conservative, but he was a liberal. And I looked at some news articles. I don't know if it was out of Washington Post, okay, or something. And they was saying that he was a conservative talk show. No, he was on a conservative radio station as a liberal. And this station had, said it would be interesting to hear the liberal slant on this. And I thought, Craig Silverman was quite I don't know, quite equal in this criticism and praise of Donald Trump, and he, like I did, voted for him as well. And so he wanted to be able to, as a contract announcer, he wanted to have the freedom to go over to the competitors, which was KHOW. And so the station management said, hey, while you're here, you're one of our guys, and even though you're a contract broadcaster, we really don't want you going over there. But he wanted to go over there and talk to his old broadcast buddy, and that comes on from 4 to 6 on KHOW. You can, check that out. So Silverman, he got canned. I mean, they said they didn't really can him. They just took him off the air and said, hey, you can't be, promoting in this other station and while you're on this station. And so he decided to leave, and he's writing for a newspaper articles now, and he has his lawyer job, so he's not left out in the cold. He's just not on the air. And Dave Kaplan on KHOW, I guess they were going to hire him, but maybe iHeart said, let's play a game with Silverman and let him get into a bunch of hot water, and we'll put we'll dangle the stake out in front of him and say, we're going to hire you over here, pay you a lot more than they can pay you, to team up again with Dan Kaplan. And maybe, that deal fell through, as, maybe it was based on a handshake, or the ink was never signed. And so maybe they poured out and said, well, we now changed our mind, and you're not gonna be here anymore. So, wow. So it's radio is crazy, and that's just the way it goes. Now, to the topic at hand, Chuck Bonnewell, like I said, he has a white sense of humor. Instead of saying dark sense of humor, right? He has a white sense of humor. And sometimes his sarcasm, let's take the color out of it, okay? Sometimes the sarcasm is out there. And Julie is the one that pulls him back. Well, this time Julie couldn't pull him back fast enough. And it is what it is, right? So Julie, she did her best to try to pull him back, but it didn't happen. And Chuck said what he said, and therefore, you gotta. Now you have Madonna out there saying, she said, sometimes I feel like blowing up the White House, right? No, I guess the only liberal that got fired was McCarthy, which she has a picture of the president beheaded. So I guess maybe they came to their senses that one time. But you got these the four women in Congress, the Muslim there with her Sharia law saying what she's saying. Then you got the ALC chick who was a waitress and showed up for audition and said, "Hey, how would you like to make $150,000 in great medical insurance? You got the look. We want to put the words in your mouth, and let's go." All right. So there you go. Right. So what do you guys? Okay, let me look down here. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Now we got it. We got a chat open. Okay, but we don't. Feel lonely in there. Be the person. Okay. I'm gonna say, what what you say about? Oh no, Chuck being fired? Question mark. Chuck. Chuck. Oh well. Let me change that to K. Okay. Okay. So I put something up there. What do you? Okay. Wait a minute. Is anybody gonna say something? Well, I guess nobody's gonna say anything. Well, I said something, so I guess you guys are not gonna talk. So, but if you want to leave comments after the show, you can do that. Remember, you can hear our top 20 countdown on KUVO 92.9 on the FM dial on Fridays at 6 p.m. and on Sundays at 9 a.m. You can hear our talk show on KUVO, also on Wednesdays from 8 to 8:30, and on KUHS Denver from 1 to 3. You can hear the full 2 hours of our radio show, so you can check that out. And from time to time, you can see me on the Facebook and whatever. Um, okay, let me see if I can find anything else here. Hmm, hmm. Okay, there we go. We got Spreaker back. Well, nobody's really saying nothing. Wow, that's too bad that people are not saying anything. Now, I wonder if I should play a song to take us out here. Let's see, what song should I pick to take us out? Let's see. Love Again by Chakra. Uh, Triple Threat. Wait a minute. I like Triple Threat. Okay, we're going to play Triple Threat by Daryl Bowie here on Innovision FM. We'll check you again as we end the show this way.
Turn up, turn up.
Turn it up with the Triple Threat here on Innovision
Growing up in the city, it get gritty, never pretty. Catch him twitching in the ending of his business, what his homies seeing. We turn up with loyal homies, never shady. Curtis Park, hood hustler on the daily, and we keep your party jumping at your function failures. Been there, ladies coming all up in the mall running. Every different race of woman wanna max out her turner. 2 more drinks go turn up, cause 3 6 they turned up. Involved bread, can't trust scrubs, we hit clubs and spend up. Twitch the grand won't bend thugs. On a mission to make all the money we can make before our life end thug. No end love for my kin love. Twitch the trees, show kin love. Always trying to win, so we beat the block, go end thugs. Stay turned up 150 and never mind them haters. We reconcile our homies to this paper, no pretend thugs. We racked up, you packed up. Our lifestyle's ridiculous. No pay cuts, we on pay raise, impartial to the particulars. One time for the west side, we turn up. One time for the east side, we turn up. One time for the dirty. We turn up. Colorado players, we turn up, turn up. One time for the west side, we turn up. One time for the east side, we turn up. One time for the dirty. We turn up. Colorado players, we turn up,
homies,
turn up.
Time before I take flight. We the type to turn the volume knob all the way to the right and stay turned up all through the night. When I get turned up, I like to shine like a headlight. Got a problem with a Colorado player. About my riches, I get in you, then I'm gone like dissolvable sticks. Spit raps so hot they burn up. When I get in the booth, no doubt I turn up. One time for my Colorado players making bread, shaking haters, pull dispensary smoke to the head. True players, one time for the west side. They turn up from west side down the quest side. Give it up for them players from the dirty south, turning it up with them platinum fronts in their mouths. The bigger they are, that mean they fall heavy. And you know the bill side turned up already.
One time for the west side, we turn up. One time for the east side, we turn up. One time for the dirty. We turn up. Colorado players, we turn up, turn up. One time for the west side, we turn up. One time for the east side, we turn up. One time for the dirty. We turn up. Colorado players, we turn up, turn up.
Test 1 2 test 1 2 3 test 1 2 3 test 1 2 test 1 2 test 1 2 3 test 1 2 test